It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Tigers will kick it away to start us off. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. The senior able to make the stop after a short game. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over. Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the running back takes the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on 3rd down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big 3rd down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the move now. He's going to lose yardage there. The defense closed in and forces him out of bounds.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
No, kick it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Looking downfield, it's Jackson. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. The Tigers come up to the line in a hurry-up.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, then you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's down right there, but it's enough for a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking to scramble. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Throwing off play action. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. Pull that out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on 2nd down to bring up this 3rd down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. He's swarmed by the defense. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
But the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Now they call a run. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face. The
Nittany Lions bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick the second time. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Dropping back, it's Jackson. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert third and short here from the 50. Out of the gun now on third down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Out of the gun now on third down. He escapes the pocket. On the move, looking deep down the right side. Catch made, wide open, way downfield. And the Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Tight end makes the grab. And they finally tackle him down at the one. Big gain in the pitch and catch. After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's first and goal at the 3. Quarterback keeps the football. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
Set up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive. Under 2 minutes before halftime. They'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Penn State.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And now they'll set up for the point after. And there's the point after. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And there people miss. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Here we go. Looking to throw. It's Jackson. The receiver makes the catch.
This is an example of a quarterback in his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The tuck strategy here.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Let's go.
Movement at the second level of the defense now. It's a shotgun run call.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's the 2nd down play. And he'll set up to throw. On the move now. It's a deep shot to the right. He's got it near the end zone. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, that's got to be a breakdown in coverage or a missed assignment. There's no way that a receiver should be that wide open.
The Tigers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal.
Military stun. Military stun.
Makes a quick grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Tigers. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now on the 25. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Handoff running right. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Nittany Lions. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
That's how you close a half off of this offense, leaning on the run game to get into the end zone and setting yourself up to go into half all tied up. What a game we have here.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and they bring the football to the 25-yard line. comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. To throw, it's Jackson. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Second down, we're going to throw it. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Drop him back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep to the right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
4th down, looking to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. But you got to reaching back and showing the arm strength. He didn't there that time.
Yeah, they actually work on this, believe it or not, in practice. Every receiver has a position to be in, whether it's the front or the back or in the middle. Then you just hope for maybe a tip ball that goes up into the air and somebody comes down with it. How about that? A touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick this deep to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The passing game's been on fire. The defense has had no answer for it. Let's see if they found some solutions at halftime. First down, looking for more now. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
And the Tigers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to throw. It's Jackson. Grabbed by the receiver. Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24. This comes an offense moving quickly down the field.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be first and goal.
Well, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on, gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
The Tigers line up with a first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Second and goal for the offense.
22 water. 22 water. Ready to go.
And the quarterback keeps it here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. But I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. On third and goal, they'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, listen, it's easy to sit up here and try to have all the answers, and I try not to be that guy, but it's third down and goal. You just get stopped. You've had 3 chances to put it in the end zone to make this a 2-touchdown lead, and you've not been able to do it. Kick the field goal here if you're smart and make this a 2-possession game.
To the air, it's Jackson. Looking to scramble. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Tigers.
That's a quarterback who is willing his team to find a way to win. 4th and goal, everything covered, and instead of trying to squeeze it in, he trusts his legs to get it into the end zone, and it pays off.
From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more.
No issue here. Quarterback decides to call his own number on the conversion and gets it done.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Penn State offense comes back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks into open space. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense. A run fits on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He'll hand it off. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. The receiver grabs it. Refuses to go down. They pick up enough for the first down. Football goes to the 45.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here, and they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football. That brings up a third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Pressure is coming. Oh, the pass rush hits home.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. Scanning the field, it's Jackson. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, one of the few times this receiver is unable to come up with a big play. This guy has over 100 yards receiving. I would just keep trying to find ways to line him up and create mismatch opportunities.
Using his legs, it's Hayes.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The pass rush closing in. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Coverage team brings down the returner. Time for one more play here in the quarter. On first down, it's play action. Throws it to the right. Makes the catch downfield. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. And check out how he's been spreading the football around between his targets, getting everybody involved in this game. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where is that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Caught quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Tigers looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. 1st down now from the 30.
And that's going to be a 1st down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Grinding away on the ground. Nowhere to run up the middle. 2nd down play coming up for this offense.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. So a field goal attempt coming up now. And a chance here to build the lead, make it a 3-score game in the final quarter. He knocks it through with confidence. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. So no return here. He takes him in the end. They'll begin the drive at the 25. State offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Makes a move and breaks free. The gain moves the ball.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They look to throw it here on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. And Indy Lions pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
If you call a quick out on third down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. On the move now. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Boy, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball. Almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
Incomplete for a third straight play. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for a late deep throw. Can't connect downfield. Incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in a game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. The Tigers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught on a comeback route. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
Chris, is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Running out of time in the pocket. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Looking to scramble. Deep shot toward the end zone. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looking deep for late-game heroics. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
They're trailing by this much in the fourth quarter. The defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
What do you know, Chris? Another incompletion. You know, with how inept this passing game has been today, I don't have any confidence that they're going to be able to overcome this big of a deficit in the fourth quarter. If you gave them 2 more quarters, I still don't think they could get it done.
Defense is coming after him. In the clear at the 25. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Penn State.
And the Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. It's a wide receiver screen. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. And a timeout is taken, just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. Looks to the left, and it's complete. The tackle is made. The clock runs out, and that will do it. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.